A musician, I can't remember who, said in an interview one time with who the interviewer was is totally escaping me, but it was about the rule of 5. When you hear something once, it's likely an anomaly. But when you hear the same thing 5 different times, you need to pay attention. Like, have you ever noticed stories are so much better when the teller can actually remember any of the details? But hang in there with me. There is a point to it. When it comes to petite style, if 5 clients mention the exact same struggle, there's likely oodles of other petites struggling with the exact same thing, and they just haven't gotten around to sharing it with me yet. In this case, Sarah was lucky number 5 when she shared her clothing kerfuffle and then gave the okay for me to share it with all the other Inside Petite Style listeners. So Sarah, thank you so much. Now, here's what Sarah had to say. One of my biggest issues is the size of my bust. If something fits across the chest, it's too big everywhere else. Or if it fits in the torso, arms, and shoulders, then it's too tight in the bust. Does that style challenge sound familiar? If so, then you're going to want to hang around because we're going to talk styles, brands, and styling tips to solve this petite style challenge. I'm Angela, your petite style coach, and when you're ready, let's dive in. Hey, it's Angela, and since the Inside Petite Style podcast first launched, questions from listeners have been flooding in. So first, thank you so much, because hearing from you is just the best. And your messages are exactly the reason I'm introducing the Petite Style Diaries, a bi-monthly series where you and I will dive into real questions from real Petite Revolution members just like you. It also gives you a fantastic peek behind the scenes at what style coaching is really all about. We'll talk through style struggles, breakthroughs, and the spark steps that make getting dressed, shopping, and feeling confident in your clothes so much easier. Just a heads up, there won't be any generic tips or taking ourselves too seriously. After all, fashion should be fun, and it will be once you have a plan. Are you ready to get the style party started? Perfect. Let's do it. This is for my girls all around the world. They're making themselves heard. First things first, it's time to have a bra fitting. No matter your bust size, small, medium, or if you're blessed like Sarah, now is a great time. In fact, it's one of the first things my one-on-one coaching clients schedule when we first start working together. And while you may be thinking you know your bra size, every client I've worked with has raved about the benefits afterwards. And honestly, none of them were wearing the right size to start. Keep in mind, my clients are not buying a bra in a box from Walmart. I mean, they're savvy and they go to good places. But that one-on-one support by an educated expert, if we're not getting that, we're honestly just guessing. First, because like all things petite, small weight shifts and fluctuations make a big difference in size. Also, many of us think that if we're a 34C in Natori, we'll be a 34C in Chantal or Wacol or whatever other brand we're shopping. And that's just not the case. The same size in different styles by the same brand don't fit the same. And the same size in different brands are not the same. So every bra you purchase should really be tried on, preferably with a specialist nearby. And if you need another excuse to go lingerie shopping, know that the correct size bra makes us look thinner and adds to our waist definition. Win-win-wins all around. One of the fashion editors at Real Simple magazine asked me to collaborate on an article about the best places to have an online bra fitting. And I said there isn't one. Some things need to be done in person, and bra fittings are absolutely one of them. Okay, I lied. One more thing. One more tip, and then we'll move on. When I say an educated expert, I don't mean Victoria's Secrets. The best place to go, if it's handy, is Dillard's. Their bra experts are literally unmatched. They are so incredibly well educated, not only in women's bodies, but also the brands and the styles that they carry. Now, I know not everybody has a Dillard's nearby. If that's your situation, look for a local, preferably privately owned lingerie boutique. Of course, if you need any recommendations, please don't hesitate to hop on over to InsidePetiteStyle.com, leave me a voicemail, and I will send you some additional resources. If you and I have been hanging out for a while, then you know when it comes to dressing for our body shape, we accentuate our favorite feature first, always. In case you're new here and the term favorite feature is unfamiliar to you, first of all, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. And second is you'll want to take the Petite body shape quiz and determine your favorite feature. In case you're thinking, I already know my body shape, I'm an apple or a pear or a banana or whatever, you may want to reconsider because we look at body shape considerably different around here. There's no talk of fruit salads or circles or squares or rectangles because your body is not a problem we need to solve. Now, the quiz is super fast. It's just 7 quick questions and takes about 2 minutes. Plus, once you get your quiz results, this episode and all the other episodes will make a whole lot more sense. Now, I'll pop the link into the show notes, but the quiz is also at InsidePetiteStyle.com. Before we get into the actual styles, let's level set what our goal is. Now, similar to episode 9, when we talked about what to do when weight shifts to our middle section, it's super important that our outfits have definition somewhere because oversized, shapeless tunics are not the answer and, to be quite honest, just aren't flattering. Instead, they make us look shorter and wider. So all of the style tips and all of the styles themselves that we're going to talk about from here on out add that definition somewhere to our frame. Okay, let's talk the best styles for busty petites. And the first one is peplum tops. They are absolutely brilliant for petites with a fuller bust, especially for women who've chosen their waist as their favorite feature. Now, loosely defined peplum tops and blazers are cinched in at the waist and then flare out from the waist to the hem. This is a great option for career wear because there are oodles of dressier styles available this season. Plus, when you're in an important meeting or presenting to clients and you want to shrug off your jacket, the last thing you want to worry about is whether your top is gaping or pulling or making you feel self-conscious. The second style that we'll talk about, and this is great for women who want to emphasize their bum, are blouson tops. Now, blouson tops have a relaxed and looser fit through the torso, and then they cinch in at the waist, usually with like an elastic hem, but sometimes with a belt or a drawstring. Now, blouson tops work great for a couple of reasons. The first one is that cinched waist keeps the hem of the top exactly where you want it, so you can keep that flattering proportion. Plus, it gives you that waist definition we talked about earlier. Just a pro tip, if you go online and search for blouson tops, most likely a bunch of blouses with poofy sleeves will pop up, which is, I know, beyond annoying, especially because blouson sleeves usually aren't awesome on petites with big busts. But if you scroll through enough, you'll be able to find them. The third style that works great in this situation is wrap tops and wrap sweaters. What's amazing about wraps is that you finally get to take control because you get to tie the belt where you want it to achieve that pretty proportion. Also, don't think that all wrap tops are V-neck. Like peplums, there are so many options that you can find plenty of crew neck styles if that's what you're looking for. We'll talk about styling wrap tops in a bit, but if you're dealing with a V-neck wrap top and the material is on the slippery side, Hollywood fashion tape is a great solution. 2 little sticky tabs and the neckline is not going anywhere. The next style is sheared. It's really popular this season, so I'm sure you've seen it, but it's a technique where fabric is sewn together in narrow rows, so it gives it an elastic or stretchy effect. So it's usually found in bodices of sundresses, at the waistline of blouses, and around the cuffs of sleeves. It's a great style for women who've picked their waist as their favorite feature. Now, this next one, I wasn't sure whether to put in under styles or styling tips, but so I stuck it in the middle. So another option is a tie front. Now, you can create your own by taking a common button down and just tying the sides together. Again, since you're tying it yourself, you can control exactly where the bottom of the blouse hits you and where you get that added definition. Plus, you can play around with underpinnings like a camisole or a bodysuit or a bralette and on and on and on. Now, if that sounds like too much work, that's no problem. There are ready-to-wear tie-front blouses that are already done for you. All you have to do is tap Add to Cart. Let's talk different ways to style. So cardigans and blazers over a camisole or a tank are a great option because you get the benefit of the more tailored camisole while the coverage and the versatility of a cardigan and a blazer, which makes it a great option for career wear. When it comes to camisoles, make sure that they have an adjustable strap, and the thicker the straps you can find, the better, so it keeps it looking proportional, especially if you decided to shrug off the top layering piece. In case you want more options, here are several stores and brands that design for petites with a fuller bust. Sumisura is the first one, and it's a custom clothing brand that will tailor their designs to your exact measurements. And before you start seeing dollar signs, their button-down tops start at only $59 and go up from there, depending upon the amount of details and fabrics that you choose. But they are definitely worth the price to have a blouse that fits you perfectly from collar to hem. The second one to check out is ASOS. Now, you probably are aware that they have oodles of petite size clothes. What you might not know is that they also have a line for petites with fuller busts. Now, I don't want to inflate your expectations because they don't carry a ton of pieces, and it varies wildly from season to season. But they do have some really solid layering pieces, which help so many other items in your closet work. Finally, there's Yerki, and she is a Polish designer, and she makes casual tops for full-busted women. Now, they ship everywhere, so it doesn't matter where you live. You can still access their items. What's nice is that they offer loads of different colors. I'll be sure to put the links to all three of those in the show notes when you want to check them out. Now, in case you would like some additional style inspiration, there are two famous women who are both petite and have a fuller bust. The first one is Scarlett Johansson, and the second one is Salma Hayek. Now, I have a Pinterest board for each, and I'll be sure to put the links in the show notes also so that you can pop on over and take a look at some of their different styling techniques. Are you ready for a style challenge? Take a quick look at your closet and identify the tops, the sweaters, and the dresses that fall into one of the silhouettes that you and I spoke about. And ask yourself, would it be a good layering piece? Or can you tie the sides to add some definition? Then start thinking about and making a list of any gaps that you have in your closet. Do you need to add some versatile underpinnings? Jot those down. Or maybe you're excited to try a sheared style or a blousin style. If so, add those to the list. After you have your list, then you can prioritize them. And the pieces that go with the largest amount of other items that you already own should be bumped to the top, because those are going to be those pieces that make getting dressed in the morning truly so much faster and easier. When you're looking at your closet and thinking, this sounds great, but I really need someone to show me exactly what works for me, that's where style coaching comes in. It's the fastest way to stop second guessing and start loving how you look. To find out more information on how to work together one-on-one, tap the coaching tab on the Inside Petite Style website and check out your different options. Again, thank you so much, Sarah. By being lucky number 5 and bringing attention to this petite style struggle, you have helped so many fellow short girls. We appreciate you. And be sure to come back next week when we're going to talk about one of the most popular fall skirt trends and if petites should take part or run away from it screaming. That, my friends, is a wrap. Thank you so much for hanging out, and we'll chat soon. Thanks for tuning in to Inside Petite Style. When you're ready to create a wardrobe that fits your height, flatters your body shape, and makes getting dressed fun and easy, head over to InsidePetiteStyle.com and take my free Petite Style quiz. You'll get personalized tips and strategies made just for your proportion and your height. And hey, you know that girlfriend who's always rolling up her sleeves and hemming her pants? Share this episode with her. She needs to know she's not alone and that there are real solutions. See you next week. Until then, have fun and stay stylish.